the basic question, to have wonderful public spaces in the inner city, within the garden rings, but outside you don't have public spaces. So, for instance, today we had two projects in the southwest, in so-called New Moscow area, and another project in the north, inside the old Moscow area, and it was two projects without public space answer. It was just individual architectural objects. So I think this is one of the problems, not only from Moscow but also from other European cities. We have wonderful public spaces inside the old cities, growing up to the, let's say, to the 1918, to the First World War, and we have no public spaces in the modern areas outside the old cities, and therefore for him I think it's extremely important to organize new public spaces in the settlement outside Moscow.
Вопросу до этого вопроса нужно перезаписать.
Какой до этого?
Все.
Все за это?
Да.
А что, не записалось?
Не записалось.
Basta.
Поэтому
I have to ask you again.
Again, yes.
It wasn't recorded.
It's finished?
No.
No, I have to ask.
Nochmal alles.
Sorry.
Sorry, yeah. It takes time.
Не записались
Первые два вопроса.
Первые два.
Ну вот этот последний, который...
Вот этот записался?
Этот да.
The last question was recorded.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Так.
Yeah. Do it again.
Again, what do you think of?
This is the problem of movie making. Yeah. Whenever you go to the try to make a movie, so you have to do it 10 times sometimes because of the cameraman said no, it was bad and it was not the right light, and etc. So, okay,
Sorry.
let's do it again. Yeah.
What do you think of the new directions in the work of chief architect of Moscow?
Yeah, as I said before, coming from outside, it's extremely remarkable that you have an extreme young chief architect. So this is a signal to Moscow, and I think a signal to architects, and signal to the international architects. So it's a young person. As I explained before, I'm normally chief architects from big cities, especially from big cities like let's say Paris, Shanghai, or Moscow, and Berlin. Most of them, they are 50 years old because it needs to have experience with all these different problems with traffic, housing, politics, ecology, architecture, design, etc. So it's an extreme wide spectrum of questions you have to deal with, and so you have a young person, and I feel that it's a very important decision because of the decision has been made to give a chance for the young generation, for the next generation, and I think that is exactly what Moscow needs.
And do you see any changes, any positive changes in the Moscow city environment in the last year?
Yeah, so I've been many times in Moscow, but I couldn't I'm not able to give a really serious answer to that. Just I've got some personal impressions from what I saw in the last 7 months in Moscow, and I feel the most important changes are I visit in the public spaces. So we have wonderful new streets. We have wonderful new garden architecture. So it's that what cities need first, not new architecture, but better open spaces.
And what do you think of the Zaryadye Park competition? Zaryadye Park. What do you think about this initiative?
The park?
Zaryadye.
Das ist ein Bereich, wo sie für das Hotel Rossiya bekannt, hinter den
Yeah, sorry, but I don't know. I have not enough information to answer to that.
Okay. And do you think could the international competitions help to make the quality of architecture in Moscow better?
Yeah, good quality of architecture is to produce good quality of architecture is extreme difficult. Internationality is another thing. So it could help, but it's not. Inviting, let's say, Rem Koolhaas and Daniel Libeskind and Hans Koloff and architects like with so-called star architects. If you invite international star architects, you get maybe wonderful objects, but it's not that what Moscow needs. You have wonderful objects. You have this high-rises from the Stalin period. You have the gallery buildings and government buildings, the Kremlin building, etc. What Moscow needs is not international star architecture, but perfect urban design. And maybe urban design is it's also well done from local architects. So it's international star architects are good for, let's say, for new architectural design for a gallery building or museum building or for a very specific airport building, etc. But this is one thing, and another thing is that what your personal housing area. You don't need a building, a kitchen and a staircase and a living room from Sir Norman Foster. So it's you need different. You need different simple answers, and therefore not general. It's not general as solution to invite international architects.
But it's better than not to have any competition at all.
Yeah, competition is always necessary because of you get different solutions. So a competition it is good to have competition because you get different answers for one problem. You define a problem and then you ask 3 persons or 5 persons or 10 persons and give me your personal answer, and then you can choose what do you want. Therefore, competitions are important to organize.
Should it be for key objects or for every object?
I feel for key objects and urban design.
Also, we have, as you know, we have vast public spaces, but they are not exhibited. They are not popular among Muscovites because it's just like nothing there. So how can we make it popular and how can we invite people there?
I don't have an answer to that. This is a question you have to not to ask a man from Berlin. So it's sorry.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.